Welcome to week 2. We are at Mile High Stadium and against the Denver Broncos, ladies and gentlemen. This is week 2 of the Houston Texans franchise, and it's time for another medium scrum. Hopefully there's no arguing going on here. They're asking us how do we stop Russell Wilson. We're just saying limit his rushing because honestly that's the best way we can go against Russell Wilson. I don't know what else we can do. And yeah, there's that. Melvin Gordon, their top running back, Javonte Williams. They have a two-headed monster, including Mike Boone, who's also pretty good, former Viking there. Cortland Sutton, their top receiver, Jerry Jeudy, and they have Tim Patrick as the third, and KJ Hamler as the fourth receiver. These are some good receivers Denver has, and they are speedy. Albert O is the tight end here after trading away Noah Fant to the Seattle Seahawks with the Russell Wilson trade. Just like this Denver team is a tough one. Can we stop them today? They want us to limit Russell Wilson to 75 yards rushing. That, I think, is actually doable, unlike stopping Jonathan Taylor. But anyway, Billy Turner, their right tackle. This offensive line has... Do you have question marks about this Denver offensive line? Some people do. I think Denver has a very good, decent offensive line. They have a good defense. There's like things like the front four. Yeah, you can question it. You can question it if you want, but these linebackers, their edge rushers, are really good. Bradley Chubb at the head of the edge rushers. Bradley Chubb, probably one of the better edge rushers in the NFL. How in the hell are we going to stop him? And Patrick Surtain, the second, PS2, probably the best young corner in the NFL. And he's paired with Ronald Darby, who honestly I see is a very good veteran. Never a bad option to have on your team. Justin Simmons, a good safety, one of the better safeties here in the NFL. And just a good guy. He can do coverage, he can hit you hard, and he is paired with Kareem Jackson, a longtime veteran in the NFL who can still get it done, who is probably mentoring these young safeties here. Let's get things started as Russell Wilson runs out to the field, and the Houston Texans and everybody are getting ready to go as McManus kicks it off to us. And it's going to be Tremon Smith just taking a knee in the end zone, not electing to take that out. And here comes General Mills coming out to the field. He had a terrible game last week, 11 for 21, 118 yards and 4 interceptions, no touchdowns. Davis Mills handing it off to Rex Burkhead, and Burkhead gets a decent carry there off of 2nd and 9. And here are our notable injuries. Without Laramie Tunsil for 4 weeks, he got injured at the end of that Colts game last week. And there's Davis Mills dumping it off to Tyler Johnson. Johnson up the middle, first down for the Texans. Out of the gun now. Mills back to pass. Mills looking. Mills going deep. Brandon Cooks. Oh, man. Brandon Cooks was open for a second there. And Davis Mills, the safety, just batted it down. Here comes Dameon Pierce right up the middle. Good 40-yard gain for Dameon Pierce. 3rd and 6 now. Mills back to pass. Mills looking left. He finds Brandon Cooks wide open. And Brandon Cooks trying to spin move there, trying to get more yards. This is what I like. They're using Brandon Cooks a lot more this week. I think they should have used him a lot more last week. And there's Davis Mills right up the middle. 7-yard gain for the rookie. Play fake to Mills. And no! Play fake to Pierce. Mills just throws it straight to PS2. Looks like he may have been looking for Jordan Brevin there. But he was an easy dump off. It could have been an easy dump off to Dameon Pierce. Look at this. Just dump it off. No, dump it off to Brevin Jordan. He was looking for Nico Collins there. Excuse me, but if he just dumps it off, it's an easier throw, an easier completion. And now it is the Broncos with the ball, and Javonte Williams is breaking tackles. 3rd and 10 now, and there's a false start, I believe. Yes, false start penalty on the Broncos. 3rd and 15 now. Ball on the 42. Wilson out of the gun. Melvin Gordon to his left. They use these two running backs. They switch them in and out all the time. And he's going to Jerry Jeudy, I believe. And it was just batted away. Good defense for the Broncos. 4th and 15 now. Kick is off. And look at this bouncing. They're just going to let it bounce. But look at that bounce. Look at that punt. Desmond King just let it bounce, hoping it to go to the end zone. No, it's at the 1-yard line. And Mills and company are in the shadow of their own end zone. Mills looking to hand it off. And oh my goodness. That is going to be a safety. Dameon Pierce had no chance as the backup right tackle just gave up. Just gave it up there, and the Broncos defender came straight through. So it's now a 2-0 Bronco lead. Nice baseball score we have here. Javonte Williams going up to the right side, though, and a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 now for the Broncos. Wilson under center. Hand off to Wilson. Williams, sorry. And it's going to be to the left side, and this time he gets the first down. Gordon now checking in at running back. Like I said, they use these guys back to back. They use these guys great. Like the split, they have the running back split I would love to have in the future. 2nd and 3 now after Jerry Jeudy catches his, what I believe is his first pass of the day. And his handoff, Williams up the middle. And Williams gonna fight for some yards. 3rd and inches now. And Williams still in the backfield. Williams gets the handoff and he gets that first down easily. 2nd and 8 now for the Broncos. And they're going to continue running this ball. This time it's Melvin Gordon up the middle. And honestly, seems like we cannot stop them at all. And that's going to be the Broncos with a field goal here. And the kick is good, but there's a flag on the field. And it's going to be roughing. Jalen Petrie ran into the kicker here, and you can see right here as he's going for the block, it looks like he just runs straight through the kicker, and that is going to be a penalty. And now Broncos have a fresh set of downs, and that is Jerry Jeudy on the catch. As the Broncos now come to 2nd and goal now. Pitch to Melvin Gordon, and Melvin Gordon is going to walk in from 4 yards out. He could have not have made that look any easier, and that will be the end of the first quarter as the Broncos have a 9-0 lead. I'm hoping this is not a repeat of last week. Play action there. Mills looking around. Mills! Oh man, I thought he had the catch there. It would have been almost perfect. But the defender batted away. Mills moving around the pocket. Mills looking for Brandon Cooks again, and Brandon Cooks drops it. They're taking a lot more shots this week. They're looking for Brandon Cooks a lot more this week. I like what Lovie Smith is doing with this offense. I'm liking what they're trying to present here. They're trying to get the ball to their marquee players. They're trying to get the ball into their best player hand, which is definitely Brandon Cooks on offense. Cortland Sutton now with a first down there. 1st and 10 now. Wilson looking left. Wilson finds Sutton again. Sutton breaking tackles. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 24-yard line. Melvin Gordon right up the middle. Gordon fighting for yards. Gordon looking for the end zone. He will not find it. What a run for Melvin Gordon. 1st and goal now. Wilson out of the pocket. Wilson finds the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. Jerry Jeudy take a bow, and it's now 16-0 Broncos, and this is now looking like a repeat of last week. Houston just can't get anything going as Mills finds Brevin Jordan there for the 7-yard gain, and now he finds Tyler Johnson again. Tyler Johnson, I think, has been performing well here in the slot role, and that's going to be Rex Burkhead. They do run a 2 running back system like the Broncos, but I don't think it's as effective as the Broncos, as Brandon Cooks is right up the middle of the field for the first down. Davis Mills is doing his best to spread the ball around. There's Dameon Pierce going right up the left side for a 4-yard gain. Mills back to pass again. Mills looking for Nico Collins that time. Nico Collins underneath, and Nico Collins gets a first down. They have really good receivers here on this team with Brandon Cooks, Nico Collins, and Tyler Johnson, who I just believe is underused in Tampa. Just a great receiver coming out of college. And then we have John Mechie, who is indeed sick this year, but he will be back next year. And we have him. We have a great core of receivers here. Dameon Pierce now. 2nd and goal now. Getting that first down on that last play was Dameon Pierce. Ball on the 3-yard line. Up the middle. Touchdown Texans. Our first of the year. And it goes to the rookie, Dameon Pierce. And look at this team. They're excited. Pierce with his first official NFL touchdown. It's now a 16-7 game. And now look at this. Williams right up the middle. No one there. That was probably the easiest first down of his career. As we hit the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 now for the Broncos. Wilson back to pass. Wilson scrambling out of the pocket. Wilson just throwing that one away. For 2nd and 10 now for Wilson. Wilson out of the pocket again. Wilson going to take and run that one. He saw Steven Nelson coming up on him, and he just decides to slide. Melvin Gordon breaking tackles. Melvin Gordon up the middle. Gets the first down and takes a big hit from Desmond King on that last one. 1st and 10. Broncos back to pass. Here's Russell Wilson using his legs again. And that was a linebacker on who I believe was Cortland Sutton. I don't like that play, but they got the job done. Wilson back to pass again. And there is Albert. Oh, wide open down in the flats. 1st down Broncos. Wilson trying to get this team down the field to score. And there's Cortland Sutton all around alone again. And again, a linebacker was covering him. What are we doing? Wilson throwing that to nowhere in the middle of the field. Only 3 Texan defenders there. 3 white jerseys here. Wilson going to the end zone. And it's batted away. Once again, this defense is playing a lot better than they were last week. This is the kind of defense I need to see from this team. And I lied as Jerry Jeudy beats Steven Nelson right off the line. Touchdown Broncos, 23-7. Handing it off to Dameon Pierce. And they're just content on going into the half. Russell Wilson and the Broncos are just honestly, I don't think the Texans are playing that bad, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. It just sucks that they're getting the big play. The Broncos are getting the big play in this one, and that is the difference in here. That safety hurts us. As we go look at 2 division opponents as the Colts topple the Jaguars. Well, excuse me, the Jaguars topple the Colts, who destroyed us last week. And then we go to the West Coast here. We see the 49ers have a 14-3 lead over Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. But as I'm saying, like, it's just that they're getting the big play, and it's got to be stopped. We have to find a way to persevere and get better this second half. We do get the ball back out of the half. No, we don't. We don't get the ball back. What am I saying? We don't get the ball back. What am I talking about? But here we go. Second half action coming up next. And as we start the second half, it's going to be a neutral zone infraction. Starting this off, it is going to be on Roy Lopez, bringing 2nd and 7 to 2nd and 2. 3rd and 3 now for the Broncos. Wilson back to pass. Wilson's going to be intercepted. Desmond King just jumps the route right here in the slot. And now we have great field position as the Texans are now 31 yards out of the end zone. Let's get some points here. Beautiful play from Desmond King. He read that perfectly, jumping right in front of Cortland Sutton and getting the interception. Now it's Davis Mills and the offense turn to get the points. Rex Burkhead in the backfield with Mills to start this drive. 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Mills back to pass. Mills going right up the right middle, and he just perfectly floats it over the linebacker's head for a completion to Tyler Johnson. Johnson having a pretty good day here starting off. Mills back to pass. Right behind Nico Collins. Well, Nico Collins makes a great adjustment on that play. 3rd and 2 now. Hand off to Dameon Pierce, and Pierce is in the end zone from 5 yards out. 2nd touchdown of the day from Dameon Pierce. What have a day, kid. And they're going to go for a 2-point conversion to try to make this a 1-score game. Mills back to pass. Mills has Brandon Cooks. It is now an 8-point game, and just like that, the Texans are in it. 1st and 10, ball on a 25-yard line. Broncos in the gun. Wilson looking for Jerry Jeudy, and Jeudy breaks the tackle, and Jeudy will go all the way. 75 yards, Jerry Jeudy, and just like that, the Broncos pull away again. It is now a 2-score game again. They have a 15-point lead on us. Just when you thought things were getting better for the Texans, they go bad again. Mills looking to find Dameon Pierce on the screen. Pierce gets the 1st down and takes a big hit there. 1st and 10 now. Ball in the 38. Out of the pistol. And it's going to be a handoff to Pierce. And Pierce fighting for some yards there. Gets 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 now. Mills back to pass. Mills finds Tyler Johnson again. Johnson's having a really decent day here. Mills is finding Johnson when he can. All the receivers are having decent days here. He's found Nico Collins a few times. He's finding Brandon Cooks a few times. Finding even Brevin Jordan a few times. Mills is spreading the ball around pretty well here. Mills looking, and there he goes, finding Brevin Jordan on a dangerous throw, might I add. 2nd and 10 now. Ball on the 26-yard line. Texans trying to make this another 8-point game. Mills back to pass. Mills finds O.J. Howard that time. O.J. Howard checks into the game and gets a big catch for the Houston Texans. 1st and goal now. Mills back to pass. Mills, his pass is intercepted, but there's a flag down, and I don't think this is going to count. They hit Davis Mills. It is going to be Josie Jewell who hit Mills while he was throwing. And now 2nd and goal. Interception doesn't count. Mills back to pass. Mills looking for a man, and he finds Brevin Jordan on probably the easiest touchdown he'll catch all year. Touchdown, Houston. Trying to get it within 8 again. 30-22 now. The Texans are not going away quietly as the Broncos are trying to put this game away, and Courtland Sutton is wide open. How is he so wide open? How is he always wide open like that? Just how? 2nd and 8 now. Ball on a 45-yard line. Faking it, and it's going to be Javonte Williams right side, excuse me. And 3rd and 4 now for the Broncos. Quick throw there from Russel Wilson, and that is a catch from Courtland Sutton. Great catch from Sutton, and good coverage from Steven Nelson on that one. I will compliment him on that, and that was a bad throw. Looking for Jerry Jeudy on that last one. Looks like he finds Jerry Jeudy this time. And Broncos going for a 57-yard field goal here. 4th and 4 at a Mile High Stadium. That is damn near automatic. And did that doink off the camera? I think it hit the camera and went in. Wow. 2nd and 9 now as the Broncos extend their lead. 33-22. Mills back to pass. Extend their lead by 11. He finds O.J. Howard again. Mills is really just finding ways to spread the ball around here today. Finding different tight ends, finding different receivers. And that's a beautiful throw from Davis Mills to Nico Collins. Stepping up in a pocket, throwing on the run, finding your open receiver. Beautiful play from Davis Mills there. Mills looking to find Brandon Cooks, and that is intercepted on that play. Mills doing a little too much on that one. Cook was covered, and now Russell Wilson and the Broncos have another chance, and that was a catch by Nate Washington that time, who is their 5th receiver, I believe. And there's Melvin Gordon going left side, just trying to grind this defense out, tire this defense out, and that was KJ Hamler on the catch. Broncos now spreading the ball around. At least I think that was KJ Hamler. I'm not sure. Cannot be too sure. I do not have my glasses on, ladies and gentlemen, and it's hard to see from this press box, but that is easy to see that Russell Wilson was indeed being a lost cause in the pocket there. They're going to kick this one up, and it is going to be a good kick there. Russell Wilson was pressured, and he just ran around in a circle and threw that ball away that last play. But now Mills, back to pass. Mills looking, going deep. He has a man, kind of, sort of. And looks like Cooks just dropped it. Good defense there by the Broncos. Like I said, I like these shots they're taking with Davis Mills, with Brandon Cooks and everything. And that is a catch by Nico Collins, 4th and 3 now. 5 minutes left in the game. Why not go for it? Davis Mills looking for a man, and it is just dropped there. Looking for Brandon Cooks again. Good defense, I would say. 36-22. This game is just being pulled away. Broncos just pulling away, looking for that nail in the coffin for the Texans, because the Texans will not go away here. They are just not giving it up, and Melvin Gordon trying to put this game away. They're running the clock out. There's Javonte Williams, and Williams gets a first down. 13 carries, 48 yards for him. Williams still in the backfield on this one, 2nd and 8. Ball on the 14-yard line. Texans going to start using their timeout soon. And it's going to be a catch out of bounds. Jerry Jeudy, so the Texans don't have to use a timeout on that one. 3rd and inches now. Wilson looking to pass. Wilson finds Tyree Cleveland, former Gator. That extends lead 43-22. Texans, Denver with now a 21-point lead, and the Texans are effectively out of the game with 2 minutes left. But stranger things have happened here in NFL. So go for it. Mills, back to pass. Mills finds Brandon Cooks there. And now the Texans take it to the 2-minute warning. Hurrying up as fast as they can here. 1st and 10 now. Mills back to pass. Mills finds Rex Burkhead on the play. And the Texans are not calling the timeouts. Instead, they're just hurrying to the line as fast as they can. And that's caught by Rex Burkhead again. And still, no timeouts called by this Texans team. You might need to call timeouts, Lovey. And what a pass there. Beautiful catch from Tyler Johnson. 5 catches for 58 yards for him today. He's having a pretty good game. 2nd and 1. Right out of bounds for Johnson on the last one. Nico Collins up the middle. You're not calling timeouts, Lovey. You're scaring me here. Unless they have just conceded the game away. Play action. Mills looking for Brandon Cooks. And touchdown for Brandon Cooks. Cooks is happy about it. And they're going to go for 2 again. Trying to make this game look a lot more closer. Make it look a lot more respectable. And it is going to be Brandon Cooks again, who's been doing a hell of a lot for this team. 13-point game. Can you get down the field and score twice in 30 seconds? We're about to find out. They look to answer that question right now. The Texans are trying to quiet Furman. I'm looking for a bounce, and the ball just kind of skates across the field and goes out of bounds. Looks like Kawhi Fairbairn put a little too much power on that. Wilson and the Broncos going to kneel it out, and that will do it for today's game. as the Broncos defeat the Houston Texans 43-30. Texans came back, tried to play hard in this game. They got down big early and just never recovered. But this game showed me that the Texans can be competitive, showed me that the Texans can be a lot better than I thought they are this team this year. And Mills did not have as bad of a game as he did last week. 23 for 35, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I don't think Mills played bad at all. Wilson played phenomenal. And just a good game overall. Dameon Pierce with his first two touchdowns of his career here today. Williams and Gordon played the hell together. Just a good game overall for this team. And you know what? We look forward to the Bears next week. We played a winless Bears next week. The Bears are also starting 0-2, and we will look forward to playing them next week. Excuse me. Two 0-2 teams. Hey, someone has to win, right? Someone has to win that one. There's no way that game can end in a tie. Thank you guys for watching this. Thank you for following me on this journey. Like I said, we're going to get this right. We're going to finish this rebuild. Still a lot of work to be done with this team. If you're enjoying the series, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more of the Houston Texans franchise, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Week 3 will be out either Friday or Saturday. No, sorry. More than likely Saturday. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed.